We regret to announce the death of Linus Winston James, also known as Abulon or Fats, who was residing in Lower Calvi Road and end of Chaussee Road, a former employee of Lucelec and Galaxy Gas Station. He passed away on Thursday, 26 January 2012, at his residence. He was 46 years old. Left to mourn his loss, his mother, Loretta James, residing in New York, father, Peter Frederick, also known as Peterson, or Porfite, of Canada, grandfather and godfather, Mr. Alan Deloney of New York, godmother, Mrs. Riti Ramjuan of Bonterre, three brothers, Cuthbert James of Peybouche, Barbano, Gil and Ralph Frederick of Canada, three sisters, Marcia James and Norisa Jacqueline James Cox, both in New York, and Louisa Frederick of Connecticut, three daughters, Linnell Tara James, student at Rutgers University, New Jersey, Lintha Smith, employee at the Shansi VG Castries, and Lenora James, student at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. One son, Linus Winston James Jr., student of Canon Laurie Infant School. Aunts, Leona James of New York, Lucy Victorine of the Morn, Priscilla James, Mary Ann Deloney, and Madeline Mason, all in New York. Mathleen Serrier of Castries, Stephanie Noel of the USA, Romelia and Velma Noel of Monrepo. Uncles, Dennis, Errol, and Rufus Deloney of New York, Anthony Deloney of Canada, Linus and Vobin Noel, also Anthony Matre, all of Castries, Patrick Noel of the USA, brother-in-law, Mr. Vianney Cox of the USA, sister-in-law, Miss Eugenia Yard, an instructor of Care Growell, nieces, Cassandra James of Wadawaj and Caitlin James of New York, nephews, Kasim James of Wadawaj and Cuthbert James, also known as CJ, a student of PI Infant School, cousins including Desmond, Lucas, Tyron, Andre, Cletus, and Amaran James, and Denny Delany, all of St. Lucia. Also Natalie Delany Charles, employee of Lucelec, Leslie, Samantha, and Melvin, Hakeem, Zachary, Brianna, Melissa, Kimberly Delany, Remy and Amanda Mason, Suzanne O'Neill, Sharon James, all of the USA, Shamus James and Janice Victorine of Grenada, Deborah and Elisa Delany of Canada. Close friends, Neil Nicholas, Leroy Ogies, and Cletus Ernest, also known as SOS, Renee Mitchell, Michael McCombie, James Gillard of Lucelec, Richard Davis, Adolph, and Christian of Martinique, also the mothers of his children, and many other relatives and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral for the late Linus James, also known as Abulon or Fats, will be held at the Bethel Tabernacle Church in Sans Souci on Saturday, 4th February 2012 at 3 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Shock Cemetery. Transportation will be provided from Rockall to the church and back. The family wishes to mourn in private after the service and burial. The body now lies at Creeks Funeral Home Limited, Bidbutay.